It's a beautiful day and I'm glad to be here. It's Parenting 109 today and I'm talking about correcting the children. Correct your children. If you love your child, you will correct the child. In fact, part of what makes love complete is correction. There's correction in love. So the child that you love, you definitely will correct. Now, I'm going to go to a joker. It's a question I'm going to leave you with, and I'm going to wait for your responses. But before I get there, let's start like this. Before you can say you need for a correction, I think the first thing you have to do is set rules, set guidelines for the children. Set rules. Let there be guidelines. This is what needs to be done. State it very clearly. Written or unwritten. Just let there be rules. Now, that's one. 2, give your children choices. Let there be varieties of things they can do. There are always many ways to get something done. I learned something. Every child can learn. Though children might learn in different ways. You might reach a child this way and it might not work for another. Even as siblings, children are wonderful. They come in their own uniqueness. That you both give back to them does not mean they will behave the same way. Does not mean the same way of teaching will work for all of them. But as a parent, it is left to you to know how best to communicate with each of your children. Okay, so now you have set the rules. You are giving them choices, options. For example, this is your house chore. I want this thing done every day. You can tell them, if you can't do it in the morning before going to school, you do it when you come back from school. Then give them the consequences. If you don't do what you ought to do, there are consequences. Maybe first time you get warned, second time you get warned, then the third time you get to serve a punishment or something like that. And please, parents, follow through. Follow through with these consequences so that they will take you serious. If you tell them, if you don't do this thing, I will do this, and you don't, then mommy would have forgotten, oh, daddy wouldn't do it. And they will relax. They are children. But you need to follow through so that they will take you seriously. Yes. So you follow through. Part of the consequences might be spanking. Would you spank your child? Do you spank your child? What's your take on that? Oh, somebody's asking me what my take is. Well, let me say it like this. I was not spared the spanking. Growing up, I had a fair share, maybe an unfair share, I don't know. So if I'm going to look at that, I'll say, well, spanking doesn't kill. It didn't kill me. But when you are spanking, you have to know that you don't spank when you are angry. You don't spank, because you are so strong. It's just a child. So you don't just go out of hand and probably injure the child or inflict scares on the child. So when the consequence is spanking, let it be done, with understanding. Let it be done very, very understandably. That is if you must spank. But honestly, as a parent, I don't use the cane much. There's a saying that says, spare the rod and spoil the child. So that's my take. I'm waiting for yours. But if you must spank carefully. So as I've said to us today, correct your children. Yes, there is correction in love. Set the bars, set the guidelines, okay? Then let them have choices of how to go about it. Then let them know the consequences and follow through with the consequences. And it has to be, well, that's left to you. Till I come your way again on Living Real with Sarah. This is Sarah saying to you, keep living real.